In this video, I'm going to be teaching you some patterns that you can actually use in the Yoruba language to independently construct sentences on your own. Every languages have their own patterns that you can actually observe and check to construct sentences and speak like a native speaker in that language. And I will be showing you some patterns in the Yoruba language. In this video, it's like a puzzle. You will be independently constructing the sentence even on your own. And if you understand this pattern, all you just need is sometimes to use your Google Translate, get the meaning of some words, and then you'll be able to use it to construct whatever sentence you want to construct in the Yoruba language. So just diving into the video, we have different class of words. We have pronouns, we have auxiliary verb, we have adverb. Don't worry about the jargon if you are not a language student. You will understand it as we are using it. We have verbs as well. We also have nouns. We also have articles. The article the, that, this, whatever the case may be in any language. So you can just pick, for example, if you want to start a sentence, you just have to say hi, we, you, he, she. If you want to talk, whatever the case may be. So these are the pronouns. Mo, which is used like hi, a, we, o, you, is also you in the plural form, o is e, one is they. Of course, this is not exhaustive of all the narrative voices that we have. If you want a more exhaustive form of the narrative voice, you can consult one of the videos that I did on the narrative voices in Yoruba language. It's in series and it's actually a very good one. And we also have auxiliary verb, which is fe, is want. When you want to do something, fe, want. Ti is actually to signify that something has passed, is past. Signify that something is ongoing. Ma is will. So, for example, just going ahead with what we have, you can say moma, which is I will. Moma, I will. So we have adverb. Tete here is quickly. Rora is like carefully. Rora is carefully. So we have different verbs here. Lo, which is go. Ra, buy. Be, carry. Ri, see. Wo is also to see. Je, to hit. Ba, to kill. Ko, to build. She, to open. So you can pick any one from here. Moma be, you can put be, which is carry. Moma be. So we've used a verb. So this is nouns. Lekun, studio. You can call studio actually. So ilewe, school. Yara, room. Ejo, snake. Onje, food. So you can put whichever one here. Moma be, you cannot carry a studio. You cannot carry a school, which is ilewe. You can carry a food. So moma be onje. Article yen is yen is that. Yen is that or the. That is yen in Yoruba. Yi is this. So mama gbe oúnjẹ yẹn. So you can see that I will carry that food. That actually comes before, I will carry that food. It comes before the noun in English language, but in Yoruba it comes after the noun. So mama gbe oúnjẹ yẹn. So this is just a pattern. You can actually choose any word from this to actually form any Yoruba word, and it's a pattern that you can actually rely on to construct sentences in the Yoruba language independent of a teacher. So you can pick any of these pronoun, any of these auxiliary verb, which is fe. If you remove this one here, if you remove this ma and you put fe, it will be mo fe gbe oúnjẹ yẹn. That is, I want to carry that food. But mo ma gbe oúnjẹ yẹn is I will carry that food. It will be mo fe gbe oúnjẹ yẹn, which is I want to carry that food. Mo fe gbe oúnjẹ yẹn, I want to carry that food. But of course in Yoruba, to is not actually, recognized in Yoruba here, because this is I want carry food that. I won't carry food that. That's just the way it's translated in English. But this is what it means is I want to carry that food. So two is not actually recognized in this form of pattern. But of course, there are some other patterns that you recognize too, that you have to recognize too. And two most of the time is si or lati, depending on the environment you want to use it. So this is just for the first one, and you can pick any one from this. You can use o, which is you, o, ot, which is past, ot, so ot, rere, ot, tete. We can remove, we can say we don't want to use an adverb. We can jump to verb. So oti ri, this is ri, which is saw. We can say oti ri, and then we can say whatever the case may be. It can be lekun, it can be studio, it can be ilewe. So we can just use yara, oti ri yara. It can be yen or yi, oti ri yara yen, or oti ri yara yi, you've seen this room. Oti ri yara yi, you've seen this room. But let's just use yen, oti ri yara yen. So you have seen room that. So oti ri yara yen, oti ri yara yen, you have seen that room. So that is just for that. So let me just wipe my board for more actually. So you can pick whichever one. So we can just pick this one, which is they. One. One. This is which is used to signify that continue. For example, one rọra gbé lẹ́kùn. One rọra gbé lẹ́kùn. That is, they carry the door carefully. Lẹ́kùn is door. Lẹ́kùn is door. So they carry the door carefully. One rọra gbé lẹ́kùn. They carry the door carefully. But if I put I can say one rọra gbé lẹ́kùn. It is actually ongoing, which English we actually use as ing. That is, they are carefully carrying the door. So in Yoruba language, when something is ongoing, what you just need is to precede it, to precede the verb, to precede the verb. Like if it is be, which is carry, be. But in English you just put ing and then put maybe I is or are, whatever the case may be, like an auxiliary verb. But in Yoruba language, the verb will just be preceded by very, very simple. So one rọra gbé, one rọra carefully gbé lẹ́kùn. They carefully carry the door. But when we say one rọra gbé lẹ́kùn, that is, they are carefully carrying the door. So let's use here. One. We can remove this rọra. Actually, we can remove it. We can remove it entirely, or we can put it. So we can say wọ́n wo oúnjẹ yẹn. Wọ́n wo oúnjẹ yẹn. That is, they are checking the food, or they are looking at the food. So maybe you are cooking, you can say òun wo oúnjẹ yẹn. You are checking the food. Mò ń wo oúnjẹ yẹn. Maybe someone is asking if you are checking the food so that it won't get burnt. You can say mò ń wo oúnjẹ yẹn, which is mò ń wo oúnjẹ yẹn. So you remove this adverb entirely. It's not every time that an adverb comes in a sentence. So you can remove it entirely and say mò ń wo oúnjẹ yẹn. That is, I am checking that food, or I am checking the food. Yẹn and yi is that or the. So yẹn is that or the. Yẹn is that or the. So I'm checking the food. Mò ń wo oúnjẹ yẹn. So you can choose whichever one you want in this pattern to form a pattern. You can choose whatever you want in this to form the pattern that I'm actually using here, and you'll be able to say anything you want to say in the Yoruba language. So let me just continue with this. Wọ́n lọ, we can use go. Wọ́n lọ. Wọ́n lọ. wọ́n ń lọ yàrá yẹn. Wọ́n ń lọ yàrá yẹn. They are going to that room. Wọ́n ń lọ yàrá yẹn. So this is actually where you can actually consult as much as 50 sentences or maybe 100 sentences from this. So wọ́n ń lọ yàrá yẹn. They are going to that room. Wọ́n ń lọ yàrá yẹn. Wọ́n ń lọ yàrá yẹn. They are going to that room. So I don't want to use that, but I just give you that. So let me just change this and use another one. So we can say ẹ̀hún tètè pa ejò. Ẹ̀hún tètè pa ejò. You are quickly killing a snake. You are quickly killing a snake. But I don't think that is a logical sentence. Ẹ̀hún tètè pa ejò. Pa is kill. So ẹ̀hún tètè pa ejò. You are quickly killing a snake. So that may not be logical. But let me just use another one that may be logical from this. So we can have, let me just use Emma. We can use, I think we use ma actually. I want to use this ẹ̀hún kọ́. Ẹ̀hún kọ́ is to build. Kọ́ is to build. Ẹ̀hún kọ́. Kọ́ is to be ẹ̀hún kọ́. What can someone build? Maybe ilé-ìwé or studio. You can build a studio. Actually, you can build a studio. So, or ilé-ìwé. Let me just use ilé-ìwé. Ẹ̀hún kọ́. Or let me use studio. Ẹ̀hún kọ́ studio. Yeah, you are building. Ẹ̀hún kọ́, if it is ẹ̀hún kọ́ studio, you are building a studio. But if it's ẹ̀hún kọ́ studio, yeah, you are building that studio. But it can just remain like this. And it's not every time you use an article. It's not every time you use an adverb. It's not every time you use both of them. So it can just be kọ́ studio. So kọ́ studio. Kọ́ studio. You are building a studio. It can also be kọ́ ilé-ìwé. You are building a school. Kọ́ ilé. You are building a house. Kọ́ whatever it is that people build, you can use that. Kọ́ whatever. So if I want to add an adverb, I can say ẹ̀hún tètè kọ́ studio. You are quickly building a studio. Or ẹ̀hún rọra kọ́ studio. You are carefully building a studio. But that may not be really logical actually. So that's just the pattern here. You can actually pick any word from this and use it to form different sentences on your own. And you can also say àti gbé lẹ́kùn yẹn. Àti gbé lẹ́kùn yẹn. We have carried the door. We have carried the door. Àti gbé lẹ́kùn yẹn is here. Àti gbé lẹ́kùn yẹn. We have carried the door, or we have carried that door. Àti gbé lẹ́kùn yẹn. We have carried the door. So you can also say mo ti gbé lẹ́kùn yẹn. I have carried that door, or I have carried the door. You can also say mo ti ṣí lẹ́kùn. Mo ti ṣí lẹ́kùn. Mo ti ṣí lẹ́kùn. Ṣí is to open. Ṣí is to open. So mo ti ṣí lẹ́kùn. I have opened a door. If it is ṣílẹ̀kùn, I have opened a door. Mo ti ṣílẹ̀kùn. I have opened a door. Mo ti ṣílẹ̀kùn. But you can say mo ti ṣílẹ̀kùn yẹn. I have opened the door. I have opened the door. Mo ti ṣílẹ̀kùn yẹn. I have opened the door. Or mo ti ṣílẹ̀kùn yìí. I have opened this door. Mo ti ṣílẹ̀kùn yìí. I have opened this door. So there are countless things that you can actually use. You can also say òun ṣí lẹ́kùn. Òun ṣí lẹ́kùn. That is òun ṣí lẹ́kùn. Signifies continuous. Òun ṣí lẹ́kùn. Òun ṣí lẹ́kùn. Òun ṣí lẹ́kùn. Òun òun ṣí lẹ́kùn, which is you are opening the door, or you are opening a door. Of course, this one, if you are opening, you are onshi lekun can actually be you are opening the door, but where is the there, which is here, you can actually skip it, because most of the time when you are talking about onshi lekun, that is you are opening a door, we already know that it is a door, so you may not say onshi lekun here. You may just skip the here in this sense. You can just say onshi lekun, onshi lekun, onshi lekun. So onshilekun, you are opening the door, or you are opening a door. Onshilekun, but you can say onshilekun yen, you are opening the door, or you are opening that door. Onshilekun yen, you are opening the. So it is signifies ongoing. So you can also say ohun rọra ṣílẹ̀kùn, ohun rọra ṣílẹ̀kùn. That is, you are carefully opening the door, or you are carefully opening a door. You are carefully opening a door. So rọra ṣílẹ̀kùn, you are carefully opening a door. So that is how to use this pattern. You can copy it and then form a sentence on your own and put it in the comment section, and you are surely going to be correct, because it's direct. I'm just picking one here, and then if it's logical, I use it to form a sentence. So, and I'm sure you'll be able to get it as well. So yara is the room, ejo is snake, oúnjẹ is food, ilé-ìwé is school, studio is studio, lẹ̀kùn is door, lọ is go, rà, buy, gbé, carry, rí, see, wò, look, jẹ, eat, pa, kill, kọ́, build, ṣí, which is open. So I've explained this as well. Fẹ́, want, ti, past, which is have, ongoing, ma, will. And so that brings me to the end of this lesson, and I hope you've been able to internalize this pattern. And if you have any question, you can put it in the comment section. I will answer your question, and hopefully see you in subsequent videos. This is Learn Yoruba Online, and if what you believe is right for you is a private lesson, of course, I teach private lessons as well. So this is Learn Yoruba Online.